to monopolize that power.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like a strike on me that I'm monopolizing it based on the power outlets?
I'm not talking to you about it anymore. I'm just telling you that please do not monopolize that power strip.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. So the
if
next
you don't
warning...
abide by library policy, I'm going to call the police now because I don't have time for this. I'm not going to argue with you anymore.
Okay.
The policy of the library is no one monopolizes
So now
space.
you're telling me I'm trespassing.
And nobody monopolizes power cords. That's the end of the discussion.
Am I trespassing now?
No, you're not. You are monopolizing library equipment. I've asked you to not do that.
Are you monopolizing a power outlet, or are they just trying to kick you out? At the Arcata Public Library in California, a man named Travis Heinze was calmly working on his device, but within minutes a staff member approached, questioned his presence, and accused him of violating unclear rules. When Travis asked to see the written policy, the staff escalated and called the police. This raises a powerful question: can a vague library rule become a weapon against a peaceful citizen? This is Mr. Right ID Refusal. Let's examine your rights in this situation and thank Travis Heinze for documenting this powerful moment. Make sure to subscribe to his channel for more real-life encounters.
I have some questions though, and are you willing to answer them?
I just answered your question about where you can plug your devices
okay,
in.
you just told me what you prefer.
No, I told you what works for our library given the number of people who come here on a daily basis.
Okay, but that's not answering my question. Are you willing to answer my question?
Yes.
Okay, what's wrong with the plug-in over there that's along the wall?
A lot of people sit there under the skeleton.
Yeah,
the
what's wrong with
that place is that it's a very narrow.
Yeah.
And usually people who sit there are large, and they have multiple items.
All right.
And children who want to access the encyclopedias and the nonfiction or the YA collection, they don't go there because of all of the materials that are collected there, and it's a deterrent to our families to access our collection. So that's why we like it when adults use all the other spaces that we've created.
Is it a matter of being in the way, or they just don't like going there?
No, it's a matter of being in the way.
Okay, what if you're not in the way? What if you're not blocking it?
Well, I just told you why large adults with lots of materials end up blocking enough to be a deterrent to children who want to access the encyclopedias.
Is it possible to be there and not block?
You know what? I'm done talking about this because I think you and I understand each other. You are welcome to sit anywhere here.
Yeah, I understand.
And I have work to do, and I'm going to go do my work. Thank you. Good morning.
Travis Heinze calmly questions a librarian about why he can't use a nearby power outlet, and instead of receiving a clear policy, he's met with vague justifications about large adults and children avoiding bookshelves. The staff avoids answering directly, and when pressed, dismisses the conversation. There's no posted signage, no written policy shown, and no legal basis cited for denying use of public infrastructure in a public library. Protected under the First Amendment, individuals have the right to access resources without arbitrary discrimination. This exchange raises concerns of public service misuse and informal enforcement of non-existent rules. Travis remains peaceful, asking fair questions. This is not criminal behavior and not grounds for exclusion. The library has no authority to invent policy on the spot.
Come and sit and monopolize.
Wait, what's your written policy? Let's do some reading here. What's your written policy on this?
Right up on the wall. You can
okay,
go
I
look
missed
at
it.
My name is Miss Sue, by the way.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh, excuse me. What's your name?
Monopolizing space, is that what I'm doing? Okay, can we flesh that out? Could we go more detail with that?
That's it. I'm asking you not to monopolize that power.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like a strike on me that I'm monopolizing it based on the power outlets?
I'm not talking to you about it anymore. I'm just telling you that please do not monopolize that power strip.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. So the
Well,
next
if you don't
warning...
abide by library policies, I'll have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, the next warning...
Do you hear me?
Do I hear you about...
Do you hear me? If you do not abide by my library policies, you will have to leave.
About policy number 7.
You and I have already had multiple discussions today, and I need to get back to work. And
well,
so,
I'm working too myself. We're interrupting each other's work.
And you know what? There are a lot of people who come here every day for a lot of different reasons. And our job as a community, yes, all of our jobs as people in this community who are inextricably intertwined, with all of our needs
Hello?
is to take a deep breath.
Okay, so am I in...
Excuse me.
Hello?
Would you please take a deep breath? You don't have to, but it really helps.
I'm naturally breathing.
It helps to take a deep breath whenever there's conflict. And right now, you and I are having conflict.
Well, it's just a
And
misunderstanding.
So, no, it's not.
I don't
There
think...
are many people who need that power. They need to have access in a public
Are there any
library.
complaints?
They need
You're-
to have access.
I'm hearing you complain.
You're
Are
not
there any
listening
other
to me.
complaints?
You're not- I'm Susan. What's your name?
This is based on
What's your
people's
name,
complaints,
please?
right?
What's your name?
You made up your policies because of complaints.
I'm going to call the police now because I don't have time for this. I'm not going to argue with you anymore.
Okay.
The policy of the library is no one monopolizes
So now you're
space.
telling me I'm
and
trespassing.
nobody monopolizes public works. That's the end of the discussion.
Am I trespassing now?
No, no, you're not. You are monopolizing library equipment. I've asked you to not do that, and I'm not talking
Well, I
to
have
you
no-
anymore about it.
And there's
Can I
been
answer
no...
all your questions, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Travis Heinze asks for the written policy that justifies the accusation of monopolizing a power outlet, yet the librarian refuses to identify herself and cannot cite any posted rule. Public employees cannot enforce unpublished or arbitrary restrictions in a limited public forum like a library. When Travis questions the legitimacy of the order, the staff escalates and threatens police involvement, despite no criminal behavior, no disruption, and no safety concern. Under the First Amendment, accessing public facilities and asking questions is protected activity. The claim of library policies is meaningless without transparency and due process. Travis remains calm, while the staff asserts authority without legal grounding. This is not trespass, and no enforceable violation exists.
How you doing, guys? Hey! There's some kind of issue with you monopolizing the power strip.
Oh, well, all right. So I'm using one. I can leave, I guess. Am I being trespassed or something?
I didn't call,
Check something. Look,
but
Yeah,
I think the idea is that if a staff member is giving you a direction, we'd like you just to go with that without a
well,
lot
it's
of...
unclear. It's unclear. I mean, I reduced, she asked 2, and I don't know if that was pushing a limit. I went over to read your rules, and it said something about monopolizing, but that's not exactly clear. So I asked her to go into more detail with that.
Yeah, I think that's the part that we're having trouble with.
Yeah,
We
so-
have a lot of people in here,
Yeah, and I asked
and it makes it very difficult when someone wants to monopolize our
Okay.
time.
Travis Heinze directly asks the responding officers if he is being trespassed, a legal designation requiring clear notice and refusal to leave. The officers avoid confirming and admit they were not the ones who called. Instead of citing California Penal Code SS 602, which defines criminal trespass, they vaguely suggest that when staff gives direction, it's better to comply. But the order itself is ambiguous and not based on written policy. Public employees cannot enforce subjective preferences as law. Travis highlights the lack of clarity and remains cooperative, while officers shift the issue to monopolizing staff time rather than property. This misdirection blurs legal grounds. Trespassing requires intent and notice, neither of which are present.
And when we're trying to do our job.
Well, I'm trying
So
to do
I
my
think-
job too. I do stuff on the internet.
Right, and you're welcome here, but I get, like I said, I didn't call.
Well, the complainer, yeah, maybe you need to talk to the complainer then.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Or what do
That
I need to do?
If I ask you to do something, that is it. Whatever the rules are posted,
It
we
wasn't.
need you to just to try to get along.
It wasn't made. Yeah, and I asked, what do I need to do? Was there a complaint? The complaint's coming straight from you,
Right.
the librarians, and you're saying something about there's potentially a possibility that
Okay.
somebody could
Yeah.
have a problem.
Yeah, so-
But I wasn't told of.
Were you using all of these?
No,
Okay.
no.
So I don't know, but they're here now.
Okay.
and-
This is what I'm gonna proclaim. How about we only use half the power strips and then I'm gonna leave? Does that sound like a good plan?
What is it?
Good deal.
Yeah.
I'm plugged in. This is mine. This.
Honestly, I'm just trying to get out of here.
So just so you know, this is our help.
When were
If
they
we are
called?
frustrated that we can't do our job
they're just
because
across the
someone's
parking lot. It's just-
taking up a lot of our time, this is where we get our help. So that's all I can say.
Okay.
Because the library
Yeah, I know
is
some.
for everyone.
I know some libraries hire private security, and
We don't have that.
they go to
These
that.
are
They
our
go to that
guys.
point.
These are our guys.
But
And it's unfortunate to take up their time just because.
well,
I think what he wants to know is what's the, so we can get out of here because we got calls to go to.
Half of them.
Is there a
Half of them is good.
I've been okay. I've been
Hey,
here
bro,
since
hey.
8:10.
half that we're done? I'm gonna take off. She's done.
Okay.
You're free to stay here and do what you do, just so we're on the same page. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I know I'm not observing the quiet laws of the library, but if we just have half, then I don't got to come back.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Appreciate your time.
I'm sorry that you're our only resource.
No problem, man.
Travis Heinze earns a B+ for staying calm, asserting his rights, and using lawful questions to challenge unclear authority. The responding officers get a C, remaining non-aggressive but failing to cite law or clarify whether. This case reminds us that ID refusal and the right to access public space require clear legal boundaries, not vague preferences. In any public encounter, ask for written policies, stay respectful, and document interactions. Subscribe to Mr. Right ID Refusal to learn how to stand firm legally, and follow Travis Heinze's channel for Real Aughts Audit. Summary. First Amendment public access and free inquiry. Fourth Amendment protection from unlawful seizure. California Penal Code SS 602 defines criminal trespass. Admitted public forum doctrine requires content-neutral enforcement.